Welcome out to the Epically Geeky Show, episode number 159. I'm here for the evening, Eugene Stevens. Tonight, I'm joined by Joseph, Sean, Chris, and Ray. How are y'all doing?
Woozy.
Woozy, huh? Nice. It's been a little while since we've all convened on here. Like, we've had part of the group and so on and so forth. So it's nice to get the whole band back together, as it were. Tonight's opening question, supplied by Joseph. Actually, we flipped it originally, but so the opening question is what was your least favorite Saturday morning cartoon? Would anyone like to go first?
I will.
All right, Sean, what was your least favorite Saturday morning cartoon?
When you woke up too early, it was Rocket Robin Hood. I fucking hated that show. I like the opening credits. For some reason, I have Friar Tuck eating all that food, and I was like, oh, it made me hungry. But the rest of the time, that was like the only thing on, and it sucked. There was lava colors, and I think it was produced in the 60s or something like that.
I've never seen it.
No?
No,
Rocket Robin Hood?
Oh Joseph's shaking his head too. I was about to ask. I wonder if this is more of a Canadian thing.
I kind of remember it a little bit.
It had an alright opening theme song, but the cartoon itself
sucked.
So lame. Oh my
Gotcha.
God. Yeah. So there you go. YouTube it. I'm sure it's there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's there. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in with mine real quick, just so I can kind of keep the action going here on the screen to help me out. The Smurfs. I could not stand the Smurfs. Yep, I knew I was going to get at least one person. I don't know if it was just because I had a younger cousin who at that time was just kind of driving me crazy and he really liked them. I don't know what it was. The whole time I'm just like, just freaking eat them, Gargamel. Come on, get your shit together, dude.
I could watch Saturday morning Smurfs all day long. I love the Smurfs.
See, I never was a Smurfs person, so.
You blasphemous piece of.
I know. Ray, what was the least favorite cartoon growing up Saturday morning?
I'm struggling to think of one that I really hated and that I was like, nope. When I was a kid, I know the one later on.
Okay.
And Caillou can go to.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, but
we refuse to let the kids.
Oh yeah,
watch
no, the kids
Caillou.
never. It was not allowed in our house at all.
No.
So I'm trying to think back, and I could really think of off the top of my head are specific episodes.
Cut out.
You're cutting out. We can't hear you.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. So yeah, just certain episodes of like if it was a bad episode of G.I. Joe, or if it was if I happen to get bored, I'm like and change it, right? I just remember being bored by some of them where it was. Or the other thing too is if I've missed a couple of episodes and there's like a continuation of the story, I'm like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
G.I. Joe, because I totally missed your actual answer. Did you like grayed out there and we couldn't hear you? Was it G.I. Joe?
No,
no, it's just certain episodes.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
I remember like certain episodes where it was like, this is boring, or like it's just didn't feel right, so I just check out and turn it off. Put on the Nintendo instead.
Yep, there you go.
That'll work.
Chris, what about you?
I really don't have one on Saturday morning specifically because I would watch pretty much anything. But the one that I didn't like when it came out at all, and I still don't like it, it actually creeps me out, is Ren and Stimpy. The animation creeps me out, and it creeped me out then, it creeps me out now, and yeah, that was the one that I would like immediately.
Magic nose goblins.
Okay, so actually,
snot and.
I didn't care what was on Saturday mornings.
Yeah, so if we're gonna go there, sorry, but Beavis and Butthead.
I didn't like Beavis and Butthead either.
See, I really wasn't into music, so I was okay when it was the cartoon part, but when they were watching the music videos, I was just like, All right, this is boring. I really don't care what you think about this song. So,
I can't
Yeah,
watch that
there's
either.
only one episode that'll ever stick out for me. That was because I was watching it with my aunt on New Year's Eve, and like that was it. That was the only one episode of Beavis and Butthead I've ever watched.
What about
Way through.
Beavis and Butthead Do America? You
Try.
watch that?
I
Oh
tried.
man, that was so good.
I thought it had some moments. I haven't watched that new one that just came out, the Do the Universe or something or other that's on Hulu. Yeah.
That'd be
Apparently it's actually pretty funny. That's what I've heard. So, Joseph, what about you?
Any iteration of Scooby-Doo that came out after the original and a pup named Scooby-Doo. All the new ones, no.
Okay,
Did not like
so I was
any.
going to say, so you did like a pup named Scooby-Doo,
Yeah.
right?
The
I did too.
originals, the original, the Scooby-Doo, Where Are You?
Uh-huh.
13 Ghosts, pup named Scooby-Doo, all of those, perfect. Everything after that is garbage.
Most cartoon remakes are garbage.
Yeah.
When they change the animation around, it's crap.
There are some that have nailed it. The DuckTales that they redid was actually well done. But
didn't even
yeah,
look
a
at
lot of
that.
times the newer ones you're just because it's like the animation goes way down. Even if the animation wasn't great back in the day, the redone version is just like very, very simplified, and it just was like,
Yeah, they keep doing that. They simplify it so much that this is stupid.
yeah.
I want complicated, damn it.
I still
Complicated
like to
individual.
watch the
Very
episode of Scooby-Doo and the Headless Horseman on Halloween. That's a great episode.
Yeah, it is.
I still love watching Jeff Goldblum as Ichabod Crane. Oh man, if you haven't watched that, you need to. Sleepy Hollow, the TV version with Jeff Goldblum as Ichabod Crane.
I don't think I've seen that one.
It's great. Young Jeff Goldblum.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Because I do like the what is the one with Johnny Depp? I do like that version.
Oh,
That
that
one's
was
good.
good. Oh, Christina Ricci. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Ray Park is the freaking headless horseman. When he turns around, he's just like flipping the blades around. It's just like, oh my god, this is awesome.
Yeah. That was awesome version of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, tonight's topic. I think I came up with this one. I don't know what was going on, but I had this idea. I think I'd heard listened to a podcast, and someone had kind of. I've not heard this from another podcast. I just kind of threw it together. I was like, that sounds like this might be a fun thing. So, what we're doing is we're doing a Saturday morning cartoon D&D group. So I've tasked everyone with coming up with a D&D group. I gave everyone specific roles that they needed to fill. And the setup for this is that an evil wizard has sucked you into the television. And the only way to get back out to the real world is to beat the wizard and the dragon that's protecting him. And to do so, you get to come up with a D&D group based that's filled in by all of these different cartoon characters. Now, did everyone assign yourself a role?
Oh no.
Were we supposed to?
You were supposed to pick one of the roles to fill, but I don't know. I think maybe that kind of gotten.
I would
no, I didn't do that.
All right. Well, tell you what. At the end here, I mean, I've got myself assigned as a role. At the end here, I may just ask you if you had to pick one of these roles, which one would you pick? So,
Oh yeah.
so we can save that one to the end. So anyway, we left it pretty open. It didn't necessarily have to be Saturday morning cartoon. We even left it open so that if you wanted to pull in someone from a Saturday morning cartoon-esque show, something that used to run on Saturday morning, if it was in afternoons, so on and so forth. Apparently, someone's even pulled some stuff in from Adult Swim. So we're being very broad here. So the roles that I told everyone to fill is a healer, a wizard, a thief/ranger, an archer, a defender/paladin, and a bard. So
What about the tank?
You missed a tank.
Oh, I'm sorry, the tank. I'm sorry, I did go right over the tank. And then, of course, the tank. And so with that being said, we're going to go around. We also did not do this as a draft so that if multiple people can pick the same person if they want to. I'm just going to say I started filling out my roster. I was telling everyone this before the show. I started filling out my roster, and I noticed some of my picks were kind of a theme. And so I actually went back and just leaned all the way into my theme, and you'll figure out what it is pretty quickly as I start going through mine. But so we're just going to go round robin, and do we want to pick a specific role and everyone go around and explain theirs, or do we just want to just go down your list however you want to?
I think we should go do a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do roll. All right, so how about we start off with our healer?
Right.
All right. I guess let's just
Roll for initiative.
exactly. Since you started off with a question, Sean, do you want to go first?
Oh, you're gonna love mine.
Okay,
I picked Papa Smurf.
good pick.
You can put him in your pocket, and you're always being healed. There's no plant or mushroom that he can't give you that can't fix you. So, yeah,
Okay.
he's portable. He's a medical tricorder.
I did say when we were talking about this, I'm like, you can go very on brand and like literally try to find the best people for the role, or you can just throw someone else in there. Because one of the other questions that was brought up was like, and Joseph brought it up. He's like, what if we pick someone like Goku or Superman? Like they're gonna be damn near impossible to beat. And I was like, okay, well they get to keep their powers. They also get to assume the role of whatever it is they're doing. So if you pick Goku as your healer, he's going to be, an awesome fighter, but he's also going to be able to heal people. But the evening factor of this is going to be they'd still have to roll. So even if you've got Superman, if he rolls a 1, sorry, dude, you're not going to do that much damage. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead, like I said, so we can kind of keep a consistent order. My healer, I picked Kelly Kapowski. Just because she's sweet, she really wants to help people and everything. Teenage Eugene would kick my Eugene's ass if I did not pick her. So anyway, that was my pick.
Yeah,
Was
The nurse's outfit. Right on. You
Already
suck
figured out
that
your team.
pig.
all right. Ray, who is your healer?
So I went. Healers are usually gone after first because if you lose your healer, then you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So I picked Wolverine because good luck. He can fight for himself, and good luck killing him.
That's a dang good point. That's an interesting way to go.
So,
Oh
yeah.
my God,
Like
that's
that
hilarious, actually.
Bedside manner of.
The only problem is I see him constantly walking over to whoever's hurting. He's just like, walk it off.
Yeah, really. Or just lop it off.
Yeah, there you go.
It'll grow back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for you, you son of a bitch.
Chris, who is your healer?
I picked Penny from Inspector Gadget.
Oh, okay.
Genius.
Yeah.
Nothing she can't do.
She kept helping her uncle.
Oh God, yeah.
Scripts. Yeah, I picked Penny.
That's a decent pick. That's a good pick, actually. Inspector Gadget never even like if you had someone like he would have been a perfect pick if there was someone who was going to be like, I guess I don't know, carrying everything. Like he'd be the perfect. Like he'd just throw everything in the coat and be good to go. So
It was one of my favorite cartoons growing up because I used to watch Get Smart.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about another cartoon that the reboot sucked at. Oof. That reboot sucked.
I never watched it.
Don't even bother.
I was a big
Joseph.
Inspector Gadget fan, so.
So apparently, I'm the only one that chose a healer that actually had healing magic. What's it called? Tender Heart Bear from the Care Bears.
That's no good.
He was the main Care Bear. He did all the badassery.
I
and
thought
he's
you were gonna
That
say
is an
Macarena.
awesome pick.
He's just standing around like that.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
I didn't even think of the Care Bears.
I didn't either. That is such a good pick because that's a deep bench to pull from too. Good job,
I
sir.
never liked the Care Bears, so that's probably why I didn't go there.
My brother and I have a collection that my mother still has, so yeah. All right. Next up, should we go with Wizard?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
If we want to change up around, do we want to shift around or just keep going in the order we're in?
Sort of works.
All right, Sean, who is your wizard?
I did Velma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because she always solved the problem. You watch any Scooby Doo, it was her. She was
Nice.
smart. So give her the wizard powers. She'll figure out exactly what needs to be done. So I'll tell him, use your powers to like shoot down that dragon. And she's like, no. I'll take the mountain down on top of it.
Very smart.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I picked her. She was smarter than I was.
I'm gonna have to come back around on this one because, like I said, I did the initial thing where I cast myself as a wizard because if I'm gonna be playing, I'm probably wizard's gonna be high up on my list of things because I'm like, I stay back, hit everything from afar, get to use some cool stuff. I may circle back on that and see if I can think of of someone who I would put in as my wizard person. So, all right, Ray, who is your wizard?
So I also went for intelligence, and I picked Donatello because science meets magic. I thought that'd be cool. He's already got a staff. Let's go.
No.
Throw a cape on him, he's fine.
Yep. Nice. Good pick. Chris, who is your wizard?
Jean Grey.
Ooh, good pick.
All of her abilities plus the wizard stuff, she'd be pretty formidable.
Good deal. Yeah, that's a good pick. See, now I'm thinking I'm really gonna have to go back and think, who do I want my wizard to be? Joseph, who is your wizard?
I base my wizard pick on when I do a mage build, like in Skyrim or any of the Elder Scrolls games that I play, and I like them to be a little chaotic. So my wizard is Beetlejuice.
Oh my god!
I was really trying to figure out how to fit Beetlejuice in, and that's
That's fantastic.
That's so good.
It's gonna suck if he decides to use some of his magic on the party just to,
Right.
but yeah,
just to fuck with things.
just to mess with everyone. All right. Should we move on to? Do we want to do tank or thief?
Doesn't matter.
All right. Sean, who is your thief/ranger?
I picked Master Splinter.
Oh, okay.
He's already like got all the ninja skills.
Mm-hmm.
So just amplify that. He's smart enough to know when to use them. Yeah, Master Splinter. He's a rat. He could take off his stuff and kind of crawl around. No one notice him.
At least not in New York, because they're about that size.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, cool accent. Knows what he's doing. Let's go. And he taught the turtles.
True.
He is better than the turtles.
True.
So, yeah, he taught them all their skills. So, like, yeah, all they're broken down into like a staff and nunchucks and all that. Well, guess where they learned it from? The rat.
There you go. My thief, I was like, who would be a good thief in the cartoon universe? And I literally just typed in cartoon thief. And this was the first name that came up, and I was just like, absolutely. I went with a thief instead of a ranger. I'm pulling Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah.
That's what I chose.
Yeah, you picked him too? Or picked
I
her
picked
too?
Carmen Sandiego as well.
How could you not pick Carmen Sandiego as your thief? Like,
That's another cartoon I hated, though.
There you go.
Yeah, like I said, I literally typed because I was like, okay, who all was in a thief? And I was thinking of all these different cartoons and stuff. And like I said, I typed it in, and that's literally the first name that came out. I was just like, well, duh. So, but
Not much of a ranger, though.
no, not much of a ranger. But like I said, I'm going to use her more as a thief role than a ranger. So, Ray, who's your pick for thief/ranger?
well. So I was trying to think of somebody who's like really creative and can kind of come up with whatever weapon they need at the time, and so I picked Wacko from Animaniacs.
That is fantastic.
Not too quiet, though.
No.
You know what though? Like that accent would be fantastic. Like you hear that, drawl of
It's like a
Liverpool,
Liverpool
accent going. Like I need to have that in my life. So
Ringo Starr, give him some drums.
Kind of surprised you didn't pick him as your bard. Like that would have also been fantastic.
You'll understand.
Apparently, okay. I'm gonna hit something here in a little bit then. Okay, Chris, who is your thief/ranger?
Bugs Bunny.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
That would be a good one. You got tunneling ability, lots of costumes.
He's just a total chaotic menace.
Yep,
Yes, Bugs Bunny.
that's a good pick.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you didn't go with. The problem is the failure rate would be too high. But I was gonna say Wile E. Coyote might be okay for that role. But you're asking for ones constantly, right?
Yeah.
So, in fact, hell, you could probably roll a 20 and it'd still be like, nope, you still failed.
Blow up. Yeah. Something would fall on his head.
Yeah. You have to roll a 9. That's the only thing that succeeds. Everything else is a failure.
Yeah.
So, Joseph, who's your thief slash
It
ranger?
was Carmen San Diego.
Oh, that's right. It was same one. I'm sorry. Yeah. Did you same reason, or did she come to mind first?
She came to mind.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was the
like
only
I said,
cartoon thief I could ever. There was another one. There was a raccoon that I remember, but then I realized it was from a video game and not from a
Gotcha.
cartoon. I was like, okay, this is Carmen San Diego. Yeah.
Good deal. All right, we'll go tank next. Sean, who is your tank?
All right, my tank would win it no matter what. It's Godzilla from the animated Godzilla series. He could fart, you could roll a 1, and he'd still clear the field. So, yeah, that's my tank.
That is okay. I was thinking along those lines, not quite. That's a damn good pick.
Like,
That is-
even like the Hulk and stuff like that, they're nothing. Godzilla,
Yeah,
you could like just and clear the field.
very little beats Godzilla in anything. So I was thinking along those lines. I'll be honest. When I came to my tank, I thought, well, what if I went with someone like Optimus Prime? And I thought, well, if I'm gonna go big, then fucking like Metroplex, like a fucking city. But then I was like, no, I had to go back because of my theme. My tank is Rogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's tough as nails. The ability to literally pull whatever power she's fighting against. So, I don't know how she's going to do well breathing fire if she pulls it from the dragon, but we'll see. So,
Yeah, that works. That's a good one.
yeah. So, yeah, Rogue was my pick. Ray, who's your pick for your tank?
So I went a little bit of a different route.
Okay.
I picture a tank as somebody you're going to beat to death. Like this thing, whoever you pick has to take a hell of a beating and keep coming back for more. And I'm glad you brought up what you brought up earlier because it's Wile E. Coyote. Listen, he'll take a beating from Godzilla and still be there.
Yeah, really immobilized, flat as a pancake, but yeah,
They're going though.
Still going.
enough energy to write a sign. What the hell?
Yeah.
So
I had another pick for tank along those lines. It was Popeye.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm like, technically all you have to do is just keep throwing him spinach. You don't even have to really hit him with a healing spell. And like some of the crap, if you go back in some of those old cartoons, like he was doing, like One Punch Man level shit. Like punching, oh damn, he hit that thing through the moon. Like it's crazy. So but yeah, that's a good pick. Wiley. Chris, who's your pick for tank?
She-Ra, the Princess of Power.
Nice. Well done.
I wanted to be her when I was 6.
Good
Every
deal.
girl wanted to be her.
I know, and I had her castle and the horse. Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
So did my sister.
So does that mean I have to buy you her sword?
Maybe.
Okay.
Happy
I've heard-
birthday.
Her sword will be just hanging there somewhere.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic, actually.
Yeah, that would be.
Because doesn't it look a lot like He-Man sword? It's just like
It's small.
it's a little smaller. It's
That's what she said.
It's a little more normal sword ratio than He-Man's had a lot of shit going on it for the size of that
He was
sword.
saying.
Hey, yo. Joseph, who's your tank?
My tank is completely indestructible, and don't get a thorn in his foot because he will destroy everything. Ed from Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
No,
Y'all don't remember that one?
Y'all
I
don't-
remember that one.
Was that on Nickelodeon?
Yep.
It was
Oh,
Cartoon
that's
Network.
Oh, Cartoon. That's right. It was Cartoon Network. Yeah.
I'll have to look it up.
We'll have to
That
put
was
it-
early days Cartoon Network. That was actually one of the cartoons
OG.
that kind of put Cartoon Network on the map. So
What was it
What
called?
was it called?
Ed, Ed, and Eddie.
It's about these three friends, Ed, and Eddie.
And they're all spelled differently. Ed,
Yeah.
E-D,
EDD.
E-D-D, and then
Yeah,
E-D-D-Y.
Yeah.
Or was it I-E? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to look it up.
So, yeah, literally, literally until you said that, I completely forgot about that.
There's an episode where he gets like a thorn in his big toe or something like that, and he's in pain, so he's walking around. He goes up to the metal slide at school. He just grabs it and starts eating it, and starts eating the side of a house just because he's all sorts of pissed off because he's got a thorn in his shoe.
What show was that?
Like I said, this was early days Cartoon Network. So, all right, Sean, who's your Archer?
All right, this is where I deviated from Saturday morning cartoons. I picked Turanga Leela from
Oh,
Futurama.
nice.
Yeah, because she has her own harpoon and stuff like that. So I figure going to an archer, even though she only has one eye, so the depth.
Yeah, no
perception
depth
thing
perception.
is a little screwed up.
Full draw every time.
She is totally badass. So yeah, I went with Turanga Leela.
That's fair.
That's a good pick. Yeah, I went with Scarlet from G.I. Joe because she's a hell of a shot on pretty much any weapon you give her. So I was just like, yep, she can handle a bow and arrow. We'll go with that. Hopefully she has some of her guns with her, but if she doesn't, we're good to go still. So, Ray, who's your Archer?
I thought about Gambit because I thought that'd be a really good pick.
Oh, that would be a fantastic pool, actually.
I was like, damn, that would be really cool. But I really wanted to make this work, so I picked God from God, the Devil and Bob, voiced by James Garner. Like, just fantastic, laid back, like just chill, just shooting shit, having a beer with Bob, and then hey, can you shoot a guy for a while? Oh, yeah, no problem, and just flick his wrist and.
That's on the level of Godzilla. Like that's breaking the game almost. So, Chris, who's your Archer?
Bob from Reboot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, his thing that I forget the name.
The gadget.
Of. The gadget.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No.
What's it called? What's the thing called? The thing. Anyway, that he can hit it and it
Glitch.
Glitch. Thank you.
Yeah.
He hits Glitch, and Glitch turns into anything he needs. So I figured he could turn into any kind of bow that he would need at the time.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a really good pick. Yeah, because then you could have different types of arrows on command.
Yes. So Bob plus.
Nicely done. I still think Gambit would be fucking awesome. Like
Gambit.
Every single arrow fucking charge. Like we need a fire arrow. No, we don't.
But I had to pick God.
Well,
Did you though?
There's a hierarchy, so All right, Joseph, who's your Archer?
Oh, it's funny as you said any type of arrow on demand or whatever, because I chose Speedy from Teen Titans, who is the Green Arrow sidekick.
Oh, that's right.
A sidekick? Ah.
Yeah, the boys are interested in maybe going back and watching that because they watched Teen Titans Go and loved it for their age or whatever. But they've kind of been a little more interested.
Different though.
Yeah,
Original Teen Titans.
Yeah, and I'm like, guys, it's not going to be all wacky, crazy stuff. Like there's some real feels and stuff going on this one. So, but yeah, we'll have to see. That may be something we swing back around to. So, all right, we got two more rolls. We're gonna leave the Bard for last because that should be interesting. Sean, who is your defender / paladin?
I chose Wolverine for my defender.
Nice.
Paladin. Like, sick 'em, boy, and then just sit back and watch the action. So,
yeah. Nice. I picked Tila from He-Man. I was just like, okay. You've obviously seen my theme here. They're all females. So I just leaned into it. I was like, nope, gonna have an all-female team. It'll be awesome. And I was like, well, who would be a good defender? And I was like, she'd be perfect.
She-Ra?
I don't know. I just was leaning more. I felt She-Ra was a better tank than Tila would have been. I felt Tila would be a better defender than She-Ra would be. But We'll see. All right, Ray. Who is your defender?
I'm glad nobody else picked this because I want a paladin, and my paladin is Batman. I would love to see that in like an all white and like him kicking ass.
Rich guy in a cape. Good job. Good job.
Just
Yep.
saying. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
So would he have? Would he literally have a monster shield with the bat symbol on it, and that'd be awesome, actually.
They've had that.
Sitting behind it, like it's
Yeah, there's Batman comics with like medieval Batman.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
Big ass shield, like literally tromps it down to the ground, and of course it expands out, and
of course it does.
yeah, that'd be awesome, actually.
Earth X92 or something like that.
Chris, who's your paladin / defender?
He-Man.
There you go.
Good pick.
See?
I got the twins. You know,
Oh, well, there you go. Yeah,
and the dynamic duo.
yeah,
Okay.
and you didn't break the one per one per cartoon series rule, so because they were their own thing. So, that's a good pick. Joseph, who's your paladin / defender?
This one actually, I remembered this character, but I did not remember his name, so I had to Google it to figure it out. Muscles. Jerry's cousin in Tom and Jerry that would always beat the shit out of Tom.
Oh my God, I know who you're talking about. That's hilarious.
Wow.
Black and yellow stripe with the hat, with the
green
baller hat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That is pulling from deep in the well. Good job.
That's a deep pull right there, man.
That's good.
That's good.
Nice. All right, the last role we had to pick was our bard. Sean, who did you pick for your bard?
I picked Sterling Archer. Archer, the cartoon series.
Oh.
Okay, I gotcha.
He'd be so much fun, and he could protect himself, but he's also a good drinking buddy. Like, him and I have so much in common, except for the spy thing.
Well, except for the spy thing.
I don't know if he can read though, so writing and reading might be a problem for like. Or
he can wing it.
He might not be a great bard. I don't know.
Well, I
I
mean,
hang out with him.
let's face it. I mean, is the bard really going to be helping that much? I mean,
No.
So,
He can protect himself.
there you go. Like I said, I went with all females, all cartoon characters. Who else could I pick for a bard but Josie from Josie and the Pussycats? So
Good. Huh?
I was like, all right, I'm gonna do on brand on this one because I was like, all right, who would be a decent? I almost went something totally out of left field and been like, who would be a horrible singer? And I'm just like, nope, I don't want to do that to myself.
Yeah.
So, Ray, who's your bard?
I wanted someone of very few words so that they could get their, inspiration out quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So I went with Garfield.
I don't know how that would work.
Oh, right. There's so many issues with that.
I know.
That's why I did it. I mean, come on, could you just picture Garfield being on the battlefield and be like,
You would have better luck with Heathcliff.
Yes. Hell, you might have better luck with Odie. Odie at least makes some sounds.
But there's one thing. If I really need to motivate Garfield, all I got to do is pull out lasagna, and we're good.
That's true.
The wizard could do that.
Yeah.
Very true.
Throw lasagna
I need you to
like
throw
a
a
dragon.
lasagna out there. A what?
Yes, just throw
Just
the
do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll work. Trust me.
Chris, who's your bard?
Goliath from Gargoyles.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
As a bard,
Yes,
though. Yeah.
Oh, his voice and the stories he would have, and
Oh.
he's fucking badass. So yeah, Goliath.
Your pick is awesome, Chris.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my god.
Yeah, his voice was fantastic.
Oh yeah, keep to that voice.
Joseph, who's your bard?
So I originally chose someone, and when I was going over my roster with Elaine, I was telling her, it's like my bard choice. I was like, I'm okay with, but I want someone better. And so Elaine threw someone out there, and I was like, oh, it's got to be it. So I'm taking Elaine's advice on this one. It's perfect pick. Dee Dee from Dexter's Lab.
Oh my God.
But
Time, yeah.
Another Cartoon
Is that
Network
the
all-star.
Stupid Sister?
Yes.
Okay, I never watched that cartoon, but I think I've seen like I don't know, commercials for it. I think
There are some. They definitely slip some very adult jokes into there, and just because there's one in particular that I keep seeing that those stupid lists that you see that show up like on Facebook or whatever, and like the one in particular is there was a woman there. I don't remember who she was. Very very curvy, and she asked him something or another, and he's like, "Dance for me," and she's like, "Oh no, that would be extra money." And you're just as a kid, you're just like, "Okay, sure, whatever," but as an adult, you're just like, "What?" So, well, that is our groups. Did anyone have any extra uh, side runners? Anyone else that they originally thought about going with, or that we haven't covered? Like I said, I was originally going. I had a couple of things picked, and then I noticed I was picking multiple females. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go all female on my roll. I think that'd be fun. So, but yeah, for my tank, like I said, I was picking someone like it's like I could do Devastator, I could do Metroplex, I could pick like a giant fucking transformer that nothing could beat it, kind of along the lines of Godzilla.
I was trying to get Transformers in there, and some of like more obscure cartoons like Visionaries
Oh, that would have been cool.
and stuff like that. But I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna. I wanted to go with ones that were a little more mainstream.
Gotcha.
Because like those cartoons are only like 8-minute episodes kind of thing. And
Or they only had like 12 episodes total, and
yeah, I didn't want to be too geeky, and then I just saw how long the episodes were, so I guess that's kind of with the window. But
end up explaining who the character is. It takes longer than the entire cartoon run. Yeah.
Just throwing this out there, who would be the DM for this campaign if you had to choose a cartoon character?
oh, that's easy. The Observer.
The Observer.
There you go.
I'm gonna go with Space Ghost of the Space Ghost Ghost.
Oh my God, Space Ghost as a DM would be fantastic.
Oh no, Alf.
Oh no, Alf's my pick.
In it.
Even that cartoon.
Hang
Did
on
anyone ever watch Alf cartoon?
I sure as hell did.
Oh yeah, man. That was
a little bit. I for my bard, I was also thinking, and it actually would be a funny DM, but you'd have to do the combo to do the DM, and that's Pinky and the Brain. I was thinking of Pinky for bard, but Pinky and the Brain for DM would be a lot of fun.
That would be very chaotic.
Let's go to the question: what person would you be in the group? Because I know Eugene picked.
I picked Wizard.
Wizard.
Good, yeah.
What would everyone else be?
What would you be, Sean?
Oh, I'd be the bard.
You would.
Because I'm really good at getting people to do things that they necessarily wouldn't have done. Some of my friends have done really stupid shit because of me. So I think that's kind of the role of the bard. So, yeah.
Nice. Ray, what role would you pick if you had to?
I got to go with Tank.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
You're just gonna take the punishment, huh?
That and throwing people around and just toss them around. I think.
Man, you got the body of a cuddler.
What I need.
Chris, what role would you pick?
I would either be the thief/ranger or an archer. I would be pretty useless everywhere else.
She's like, I'm staying away.
I can't sing. I'm not very motivational. I am gonna run away if things are bigger than me coming at me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but definitely an archer or a thief ranger.
Joseph, what role would you pick?
Well, I guess that makes me the defender or paladin in the group.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, we're healer though.
We're good.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't have a healer.
We don't have a healer.
We don't have a healer.
We got Wolverine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm trying to think. If I were the bard, literally it'd just literally be me singing "Baby Got Back" over and over again. Like that. That would be it.
Man.
So.
If I were the bard, I would want it to be like Eddie Munson style bard.
Oh,
that would be awesome. Yeah. So, all right. Well, that is our main topic for the month, ladies and gentlemen. I guess let's move on to our picks and pans. Would anyone like to go first?
Sure, why not?
All right, Ray. What is your pick and or pan?
So, pan was D23 because wah wah.
Okay.
Just it was. I think there were so many promises out there. Like there was a lot of promising things that they could have talked about, and they didn't even mention Deadpool 3 or anything. Like it was all just silence. So it was just Anyway, but my pick was the date for Legends of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom has been announced.
Yes, it has.
Happy birthday to me! I'm excited. Right around my birthday is when it's going to be coming out. So
Nice. Yeah, that's going to be. That's going to eat my life again. So, God, because that game was so much fun.
summer 2023.
Chris, what's your pick, Andrew Pan?
So I have a couple picks. We just finished Pinocchio, the live action, which I liked. It's one of the better live action adaptations, I think, because Pinocchio isn't a really sing-songy movie to begin with.
True.
And they don't add any more than what they need to. I think that. And Tom Hanks is really cute as Pinocchio. And watching my daughter just lose it over everything, pretty funny too. And then I watched, if you don't know what Love is Blind is on Netflix, I'm a bit addicted. I don't watch a lot of reality television. I don't, because I get really sucked in and like judgmental. But this I watch because they deserve to be judged. But they have 3 extra episodes called After the Altar, and I didn't realize that till this morning. So that's my day today, was watching that.
Well, there you go.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, season 2 couples are not together.
Okay.
Yeah. This is good.
Nice. Joseph, what's your pick, Andrew Pan?
So the pick, Elena and I have really, really liked She-Hulk so far. So that would definitely be a pick. House of Dragon is also really good so far. I've only watched the first episode of Rings of Power, so I'll let you know the next time we convene to see if that's going to be a pick. My pan would be getting trapped in an elevator last Friday.
Would do it.
I am now forever trauma bonded with my coworkers, so we can go through anything.
Did you pee in the corner?
No, but one of my coworkers that is in the corner sitting down, she's dying because she has to go to the bathroom.
Of course.
Well, that's what they have 4 corners for, though. Elevators.
Fun fact, after about 5 minutes of us being trapped and realizing we were just going to wait until the fire department got there, the 6-pack that I had bought, I cracked one open and I just started drinking. I was just like, I ain't got nothing else to do.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Sean, what's your pick, Andrew Pan?
She-Hulk, I didn't mind. Rings of Power, I am really enjoying. So that's definitely on the pick. Lower Decks. Oh.
I hear nothing but good about that show.
Yeah. Oh man. And especially if you're a Star Trek fan, like my family is, like there's so much extra stuff to it. But yeah, so that's family night for 25 minutes or whatever. We're just loving it. So season 3 is just fantastic. I've had pans, but I'm not getting into them. Pick. My wife, Kimmy Music, started backing up this week. My wife's business, and she's at like 99% capacity. Like she's just.
Oh wow.
She's so happy. It's like before the pandemic now, first time in like 3 years.
Oh good.
So at the end of the day, she's tired, but she's happy. So
that's good to hear.
That's a pick.
Good deal. I will definitely second Joseph's pick of She-Hulk. I fucking love this show. It's a sitcom. It's our Marvel sitcom, and the amount of fourth wall breaking they do is perfect. Some of the jokes are just hilarious. Are y'all caught up on it?
Haven't seen yesterday's episode yet.
Right.
Okay.
No, neither have I, but her dad.
Yes.
Cousin Larry, right?
Yes.
All right. I thought I was having a stroke.
Yes. No.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Well, like, okay.
Cousin Howie.
The dating episode, the part where she literally gets a notification and it says no match, and she's like, why is that even a notification? Just that crap just cracked me up. I'm loving this show. I love this show. I think it's hilarious.
Have you paid attention to any of the little Easter eggs that they've sprinkled in?
A lot of them.
Like they finally someone addressed the freaking Eternal in the ocean, and
Uh-huh.
then
Oh, I missed that.
and then Wolverine.
Yep.
Okay, I guess I haven't watched the Easter eggs.
So yeah, there's a lot of things in there. And when you watch this newest episode, they flat out, it's just very obvious. Oh, by the way, I'm not gonna give it away, but you'll see it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I still love that I was a completely different person back then.
That one is
Oh,
so
yeah.
fantastic.
Oh, man.
Literally. And as much as the girl was getting on my nerves with the why, but not where you think it is, that whole chemistry between her and Wong was
Wong?
fantastic.
Oh my god, yeah, she's
Chris
like one of
did
our
say-
favorite characters.
Yeah, Chris was like, I just want to watch a show of those two.
Just the two of them.
The fact that all this other shit's going on and he's just completely okay with it, but you ruined an episode of Sopranos for me? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Or when they're talking about the different drinks Wong has ever tried.
Yes.
I've done that with people.
That's oh my god, it's so funny. So that was one of my picks. One of my other picks is I did finally finish, I think since the last time we talked, Umbrella Academy.
Okay.
I love this show. I know we're getting one more season, and I think that's fine. I think the 5th season would be a good way to round everything out. I love the cast. I love how they've handled everything. It's just I love this show, and it's funny because it's been so long since I watched it. I was afraid I was going to. So I've tried to start picking up Lock and Key again. Turns out I never watched the 2nd season, so it's been a really long time. I'm almost afraid I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the 1st season. But anyway, if you haven't watched Umbrella Academy, really, really good. And then finally, I also finished Sandman.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
I enjoyed
interesting.
that.
That is a very inconsistent show.
Oh, it is all over the place, and it's
All over
some
the place.
episodes are a little lighter, some episodes are super dark.
Yeah.
But I've never read the
watching
comic, though.
Sandman.
What was
I
that,
could
Sean?
watch him like for anything. It just
Yeah.
I want him to do audiobooks.
Okay, I have an issue with it though. When he talks, I gotta turn the TV way up, and then when everybody else talks, I gotta turn it way.
Yeah, the audio
yeah.
mixing on it definitely needs to be fixed a little bit.
like-
And I am going to say this, and yes, I completely and totally understand the joke I'm laying out here, but the only time I could watch it were late in the evenings, and I had to go back and rewatch at least 2 episodes because I fell asleep. Yes, I know, falling asleep during watching The Sandman. But
So old.
shut up. But yeah, just some of the episodes. The episode in particular where it's in the diner.
Yes.
I don't know.
That was
Weird.
really
Yeah.
weird, really twisted. But overall, like the way that it all kind of goes together, I like going back and watching it. Like thinking back through it all the way through, it's consistent. But as you're just watching the episodes, you're just like, "The hell's going on in this one? Like, what's going on here?" So
Did you ever read the Sandman series?
I have not read it. I mean, I've heard good things
so
about
I think we're one up on people because I've heard a lot of like people that have read it.
it. Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Oh, you haven't followed the story correctly," and like Neil Gaiman's like, "Fuck you! This is how I want it."
Yeah.
So yeah, without having read the stories, I think it's great.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to get a second. Apparently, it's done really well, but apparently, it was also very, very expensive, and
Yeah,
it looked it. There were some episodes I was like, wow, they spent a lot of
they're
money on this
pumping
one.
out like $1 billion for the Rings of Power.
No, that's
It's a
true.
drop in the bucket.
So, yeah, and I think, and I mean, Netflix is definitely kind of moving to this thing of, well, we're going to do fewer shows, and maybe they can focus more on the quality of them. So, and they've got a couple of series that are like, apparently this is the last season of Lock and Key. There's only going to be 3 of those. We're only going to get a 5th Umbrella Academy. So
Fourth. They're on the.
they just finished
right?
4th. We're going to get a 5th, and that's going to be it.
No. Didn't they do 3 seasons right now
Of what?
of Umbrella Academy?
I think it's 3 of that.
They've done 3, and they're going to do a 4th, and that'll be the final.
I thought this was the 4th.
No, it's the third.
No, third.
Okay, I'm off the one,
Dude,
but I know we're
I'm the one
getting
that
one
drank
more.
A
so-
bottle of.
4th Stranger
Lot of
Things,
stuff.
and only going to do a 5th Stranger Things.
Okay, that may be where I'm getting
Ah.
switched up. So
And Americans.
But anyway, yeah, I know. Stupid math. Anyway, but I'm hoping maybe they're gonna, they'll, like you said, hopefully they'll focus more on. All right, well, we got fewer things. We'll put a little more money into it, not be so. Because there's a lot of people, a lot of different series out there. Of course, HBO right now is the one that's freaking everyone out. This whole merger with the discovery of, oh, we're just gonna get rid of some of this stuff and just write off an entire fucking movie, and it's just like, what are y'all doing?
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
So
and now they got Brendan Fraser pissed off. He's like the poster boy of like the world right now, and he's speaking out against. This could be another show in entirety.
I know, right? So anyway, all right. Well, that is our show for the month, ladies and gentlemen. If you would please give us a 5-star rating on Google, iTunes, Stitchers, wherever it is you listen to the show. You can also watch us on YouTube, where we do the video version. You can find us at epicallygeeky.com, where you can find the other shows that we do, including Marginally Geeky, Creatively Geeky, and Sustainably Geeky. You can find us on the socials at Epically Geeky, although we don't post that much, because social media is kind of dead.
None of us are good at it.
kind of over it, to be honest with you. Like, so anyway, where can we find you online, Ray?
The Reluctant Yeti on Instagram, and correcting Wikipedia because Sean's been there.
Chris?
On Marginally Geeky, Epically Geeky, Creatively Geeky, and sometimes Sustainably Geeky, and on Instagram at Moody Midlife.
Joseph?
If you just Google me, something will show up.
Something will show.
Just Google me.
Sean?
Like Ray said, I'm usually screwing with Wikipedia. So, little lesson to all you university and college students: don't cite Wikipedia. You'll fail. And then your favorite broken toy on Instagram. And yeah, that's about it. Well, I'm on some of the geekies. The Mac Daddy of Geeky, I haven't said that in a while. Epically
There you
Geeky.
Daddy.
And Marginally Geeky is my other preferred outlet.
There you go. And as always, you can find my individual wacky adventure online at Optimus Gene on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For everyone on the site, have a good night.